Namaste and welcome to your slow flow yoga practice. We'll begin this class in a seat, so you can go ahead, get comfortable, maybe sitting up onto a block or bolster. And you can close down the eyes and taking a really mindful breath here. Breathe in through the nose, notice what expands, and softly let it go, deflating through the chest. Breathing in again, maybe making it a little bit longer this time. Drawing out your exhale. Fill up as much as you can and release. Bringing in this awareness to your body with each breath that you take. And scanning over the body, notice anywhere in the body that has sore spots. Maybe there's discomfort in the low back, the shoulders, your chest, your hips. It can be anywhere, small or intense. Just become aware of it. Become aware of the thoughts in your mind. Maybe they're filled with to-do lists, worries or stresses. Maybe the mind is quite still. Come back to your breathing, making sure that connection is never lost. Sometimes your yoga practice can be just a space for you to escape. From the first moment that you step onto your mat, the outside world begins to fade, leaving you in stillness with breath, your body. It's a time to recenter yourself, and then you come back to those thoughts at the end of your practice and your mind is a little bit clearer. You have a bit more of a positive mindset. But sometimes there is no running away from your thoughts, your feelings, your grief. And in those times, your practice becomes a guide, leading you through all of your emotions, allowing you the space to process it, knowing that you're safe, you're supported, and everything you feel is valid. Place your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart, and take a really deep breath full of compassion, setting your intention to honor your body, honor your breath, honor yourself for being here. With your next breath out, you can release your hands. Take a deep inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Palms will meet overhead. And an exhale, bring your hands down into your heart space. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up slow with control, drawing your hands down to your heart. Another breath in, fill up with love and light and positivity, and bring it into your heart. Placing your right hand down by your right side, a little bit further back than you typically would, Sweep the left arm overhead and revolve the chest to the sky. Take a deep inhale, really reaching, finding length. And starting to turn towards the right hand, place the left palm down to the mat, finding a gentle fold. Notice in the body where you feel this, perhaps in the low back or in the spine. And taking a deep breath in, start to sweep the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest, maybe even looking back. And an exhale, weave and thread the left arm underneath the right as much as you can. Inhale, twist the chest to the sky. And exhale, twist down. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, reach it behind you. Inhale, come up to stand with both arms overhead. And we'll take it to the other side. The left hand plants down, reaching up and over with the right arm. Notice if you're folding down towards the mat, try to reach the chest up a little bit here. Rooting down through the right hip, almost breathing an arch into the side body. Taking one more deep breath in, really reach up, and exhale, release the right hand down to the mat, folding towards the ground. Good. Take one last breath. And with your next inhale, you can begin to sweep the the right arm up to the sky, revolving the chest, looking up. And exhale, you'll take the arm underneath the chest, twisting towards the mat, twisting behind you. Inhale, reach the arm up, moving slowly, enjoying this flow. Exhale to weave. We'll do this one more time. And with your next inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Release your hands to the mat. Walk forward. Maybe you rest on the palms or the elbows. Maybe you extend your arms all the way in front of you. Begin to slowly make your way back up into a seat, into a tabletop pose, moving mindfully through the transitions, letting them become a part of your practice. Pressing down through the hands, the shins, the knees, and the tops of the feet. Round into the back body, and then shift the rib cage over towards the right. Scoop it down towards the mat, look up. And then move the rib cage over to the left and bring the rounding back into the back. Scooping it down again, almost like your spine is a skipping rope here. You can move as quickly or as slowly as you'd like, making this a little bit exaggerated, getting into the shoulders, maybe the head. And switch directions when it feels good too. And coming back to neutral, move through regular cat and cows around the back body, chin to chest. Breathe out all of your air. Inhale over the belly, lift the gaze, the tailbone. Exhale, round. Move through one more full cycle. And coming back to a neutral spine. Send your hips towards your heels, finding a seat. Slowly rising up, bringing your head on top of your hips. Bring your hands into a fist behind the low back and press the knuckles down towards the toes. Option to come into a kneeling position if sitting on the knees isn't comfortable. Take a really deep breath in, press the knuckles down, open the heart. And a breath out, hinge over the legs. Curling your chin to your chest and your forehead can place down to the mat. Good. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, curl back down. Softening over the legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Pausing here. See if you can really press your hands away from the low back, getting this stretch deeper into the shoulders. And when you're ready, squeeze the belly in tight, pull yourself back up. And this time we'll all come together to kneel, sending the hips up over the knees, lift the chest to camel variation. Squeeze the belly tight. And bring your shoulders back on top of your hips, sitting nice and tall here. Focus the weight into the left shin and start to float or hover the right knee. We'll step the right foot forward into a low lunge. You're welcome to release the hands and get settled into this. Taking a really deep breath in. Release the hands from the fist. Keep the right hand where it is and sweep the left arm up to the sky. Then hook the left elbow outside of the right leg. Bring your palms to touch, prayer twist. Keep pressing the palms to twist the chest to the right. Lower the gaze and tuck the back toes. Press the back knee off the mat, straightening through the leg. Turn your chest to face forward. Keep the right arm to the back of the legs and reach the left arm to the sky. Revolved high lunge. Good, we're going to come into a reverse warrior 2. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, spin onto the back heel, and let the left hand fall to the back legs, lunge into the right knee. Take a deep breath in, and a breath out, bring your right elbow to the front leg, sweep the left arm overhead, extended side angle. Squeeze the belly, inhale, reverse your warrior, right hand flips back up, and exhale to side angle. Bring your gaze down towards the toes, start to spin onto the back toes, guiding the chest and the hips forward, extended runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in, and a strong breath out. Good, inhale, come up into your high crescent, shoulders on top of your hips, maybe looking back, lunge a little deeper. Start to straighten through the front leg, find your balance. You have the option to place the left heel down here for warrior 1 stance if you'd like to. And then start to hinge forward. Arms can stay reaching in front of you. You can place them down towards your hips, or you can interlace them into a fist behind the back body. Maybe inching your chest a little bit closer towards the leg. Reach up with the fist. Good. Inhale, release the fingers. Lunge into the back knee, coming into your low lunge. Reach your arms to the sky. Deep breath in and fold over the front leg. Tuck the back toes, send the hips back for half splits. Straighten the right knee as much as feels good, pulling the toes to the face. Inhale a little lift. And exhale, melt over the thigh. Inhale, little lift. exhale, release. Once more, floating the chest, breathe in, breathe out. Good. Shift forward back into low lunge, look up. Exhale, send the hips back, half splits. Inhale, low lunge, press deep into the hips, lift the gaze, and exhale, send the hips back. Good. Once more here, breathe in and breathe out. Continue here. Good. The next time you find half splits, stay here. Sweep the right arm up to the sky, finding a twist. Notice how just this little twisting of the upper body creates so much of a difference in the stretch. Bring your right hand back down, walk back forward into your low lunge. Lift the back knee off the mat. Shifting forward and back. Getting a stretch into the calf, into the hips. And then send the right toes to the bottom of your mat, find a plank. Inhale, shift forward onto the tiptoes, and exhale, lower chaturanga. Releasing onto the belly, take a breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, come over the knees and into a child's pose. Take a breath here. Bring the hands into a fist behind the back body. Start to open the chest and then rise up into a kneeling position. Finding a deep breath in, opening the chest. And then we're going to sink the hips to the heels, melt the forehead down to the mat, and then lift the hips away from the heels, pressing forward. Lower the hips and inhale, rise up, coming into your camel. Good. Exhale, fold, lowering the forehead to the mat. Inhale, press the hips up slightly. Lower down and reach the chest up to the sky. And fold. Last one here. And coming back up to kneel. Keep pressing the hands down towards the legs and then bring the weight into the right knee. Start to step the left foot forward, make your way into your lunge. Opening the heart, finding a back bend. Maybe lift the gaze. Keep the left hand at the back body. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Twist towards the left and hook the right elbow outside of the left leg. Swing the left arm around, bring your palms to touch, finding your prayer twist. Maybe the gaze turns to the bottom of your mat. For balance, bring your gaze down to the front toes. And then tuck the back toes, start to press up into your high lunge with that prayer twist. It's okay if you fall out or lose your balance, breathe through it. Good. Swing the left hand to the back body. Reach your right arm up to the sky, finding your high lunge. Look up, sink into that front knee. Open into reverse warrior, sweep the right arm to the sky, spin on the back heel, lunge into the front knee, and the right hand falls back. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, side angle, left forearm comes to the front leg. Reach your right arm up to the sky, finding length into the side body. We'll do this once more. Inhale, reverse your warrior, slow and controlled. And exhale, side angle. Spin onto the back toes, turn your chest, your hips forward, reach the left arm to the sky for your extended runner's lunge. Good. Inhale and exhale. With your breath in, come up into your high crescent, looking up to the sky. Bring your shoulders back on top of your hips, come out of your back bend, then carefully start to straighten the front leg. Option to drop the right heel down. Good. Bring your hands forward, shift over that straight leg in the front. Stay here, or bring your hands to your hips or into the fist behind the back body. Not forcing anything here. Begin to lift the gaze. Spin up onto the back toes as you drop the right knee down. Find your low lunge. Inhaling the arms up to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Release your hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toes for your half splits. Take a breath in, lifting the chest just a little here. And then exhale to melt a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. Again, take a breath in and a breath out. Making your way into your low lunge, walk your hands forward and rebend the front knee. Take an inhale and lift the gaze. Exhale, send the hips backward for half splits. Taking a few of these flows at your own pace. Pause in your next time you come back to half splits and sweep the left arm up to the sky, looking up. And you can release the hand down, moving slowly, start to shift back forward into your low lunge. Pick up the back knee off the mat, tucking down the toes. And then move through a flow. Step the left foot back into your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale into the back bend of your choosing. And exhale into a child's pose. Melting over the legs. Bring the big toes to touch. And drop the forehead down. You can gently sway from side to side. Rock the forehead across the mat. If you'd like to stay here for a little while longer, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can press down through your hands and make your way into a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, the hips go to the sky. Maybe pedaling out through the legs. Asking your body what it needs. Find stillness. And then start to come onto the toes. Walk your feet up towards your hands at the top of your mat. Forward fold. Let the head and shoulders really relax here, the muscles in the neck. You can reach for opposite elbows and maybe sway from side to side, feeling the weight shift from one leg to the other. Let go of the elbows. And inhale into a flat back, bring your hands to the legs. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Good. Inhale, come up to stand. Roll yourself up, take your time. Swoop the arms up to the sky, breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart, breathe out. Good. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge over to the right, breathing into the left side body. Inhale, rise. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, lift yourself up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Step your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Turn the toes out and bend into the knees. Drop the hips, Malasana. Feel free to sway from side to side, maybe planting the hands to the ground. When you're ready to find stillness, bring your elbows to the insides of the knees, drop the tailbone, but lift the chest, the heart. Just another moment, breathing through any discomfort. Maybe close down the eyes. And shifting forward, place one hand to the mat and one hand back behind you. Lower yourself into a seat, then float the toes, coming into boat pose. Your hands can be behind the hamstrings so that you can keep the chest open and you're not compromising on that. Or you can float your arms out by your sides. Start to find low boat, coming a little bit lower with the back body and a little further with the toes. Inhale back into high boat. Exhale, lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, 3, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down onto the back. Good job. Let yourself fully release here. Tune into your breath, soften the muscles. Let sensations pass. Coming back to your breath after that little mini Shavasana. Gently bending the knees, step your feet down to the mat. Bring your arms down by your sides, see if you can tickle the ankles. Slightly tuck the shoulders down, and then starting with the tailbone, curl the tailbone up to the sky, lift up through the spine, finding a bridge pose. Press down through the forearms, finding an arch into the low back, the mid back, the stretch in the tops of the legs. Breathe. Good. With your exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to lower back down, landing on the backbone. Feel free to take another round of these, or as you start to lift up into your bridge, you can interlace the fingers into a fist, tucking your shoulders even more so underneath you, and you might be able to get more of a back bend here. Control the breath and release. Lower onto the back body. Soften into this awareness. You are welcome to take either one of those bridges, or if you'd like to come into full wheel pose, if this is in your practice, you're welcome to join me. Bring your palms to the ground, fingers point to your feet. Walk your heels towards your glutes, and then press up through your low back, just like your bridge. Come onto the top of the head. Then press the hips up to the sky, straighten the arms, the legs. Squeeze the belly tight. You are welcome to come down whenever you need to. What you will do is bring your chin to your chest, slowly, softly bend the elbows, tucking your shoulders down to the mat, and then lowering through the rest of the back body. When you do come down, step your feet firmly to the ground, soften into the back. Press your arms, your palms to the ground, and then pull your knees to your chest, hovering them on top of you. Connect to your inhales and your exhales. Open your arms into a cactus or even a T, and softly sway the knees from side to side, massaging the low back, and then lower them all the way to the right. Gaze can turn left, stay rooted through the left arm. Drawing the belly in, see if you can lift the legs back on top of the chest and across and over to the left. Turn your gaze right. Bring your knees back on top of the chest and start to circle the knees around in one direction. You can lift off the low back, massaging the tailbone, and switch the direction of your circles. And finding stillness. If you run a little bit chilly, you're welcome to reach for a sweater or a blanket so that you'll be comfortable in Shavasana. And in your final resting posture, I want you to choose what will be the most comforting. You're going to be the most at ease. You can have the feet to the edges of your mat and let your knees fall in together. You can bring the soles of the feet to touch and open the knees like a book. If you have blocks, you can even tuck them under each leg. You can also just extend your legs to the bottom corners of your mat, opening your arms if you'd like. Soften the muscles in the legs, in the shoulders and the back, in the jaw and across the forehead. Tune into the subtle feelings in the body, the pressure points of your body resting on your mat. Maybe you can feel the texture, the temperature of the air around you. And tuning into the stillness of your body. Only noticing the inhale, the rising of the chest, and the exhale in the falling of the chest. Let this be your time to work through any last bits of tension in the mind. Using this space as a sacred place to feel, knowing that you are safe, you are held, you are supported. You still have a few more moments in your Shavasana, and I'll call you back when it's time to end the class. Begin to breathe awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers, the toes, slowly stepping your feet to the mat and bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself one last hug full of love and light and gratitude. Yogi's choice to come into a seat. You can rock and roll along the spine or come onto the side body. We will close off our practice with a final breath together. Taking an inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you, and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Please feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next class.